Okay, I'm back with another video. This time I want to talk about the Sirius Tour 360L radio. And when I looked online, everybody talks about how good it is, the great features, and you know, it is a good radio. I love the features, but I think Sirius, they could have done a better job with this radio here because the boot up is very slow. It takes about a minute and a half, maybe a minute 15 seconds at minimum to boot up. And although right now I have my Wi-Fi turned off, as you can see here, it's turned off. When I boot it up again, it'll tell me that, you know, there's no Wi-Fi connection. There's no way to turn off that feature there, you know, that notification, because it gets really annoying at times, you know. And I'm gonna show you right now. I'm gonna power down the radio and boot it back up. That way you can see how long it takes. Feel free to fast forward a little bit, you know, until the radio boots up, or if you want to time it yourself. But let's go ahead and give it a try now. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the car off. So it turns off right there. Now let's go ahead and turn the car back on. And my last radio, I had the Onyx Plus. It would have been on right now. I'd have been playing music, rolling out. But this one here, you just have to wait about a minute 15, minute 30, just for your radio to come on so you can access your channels. And there it's loading. Now music is playing, as you can hear. It's playing, there you go. No internet connection. So what? I know that. It's off. Cancel. So there's my stations. Another thing I don't like about this radio here is there's no guide like the Onyx Plus had. I wish there was a way that you can set this tab right here to open up your guide, but that's your categories right there. You can go back. Only way you get the guide is if you change the channel. So if I want to change channel, click that. I can go to direct tune or just swipe on through. Select the channel you want. Let me lower this down. And then that screen will stay on for maybe about a minute, and then it'll go back to the home screen, or you can just either tap on the channel or just hit the home button and it'll go back to that right there. And as I mentioned right here, the Wi-Fi is turned off right there. Now let's go ahead and turn it back on, and let me turn my hotspot on. I got this Straight Talk hotspot that I use for the car, so I'll turn that on. Let's go back to the home screen. And once the hotspot picks up, it'll enable the microphone. It has a microphone right here, so you can tell it to play a certain station, channel, search for artist. I believe it connects to Pandora, or it has a Pandora station. the star here is your favorites. Select your favorites, click on it, you can swipe through. You can only save 18 favorites. Unlike the Onyx, I was able to save 20 of my favorite channels. This one here is only 18. But it does connect to the cloud, because my wife had added some of these channels on here on our because you know we got the streaming account as well. So when she added those channels, they popped up on here as soon as I connected my hotspot. So there it is. There's the microphone right there. You can pause and rewind channels. So let's say play channel 45. So there it is, and that only works with the hotspot. And I have, you know, you can either connect it via Bluetooth. I got mine connected via auxiliary. You see auxiliary right there, right there. You could do Bluetooth, auxiliary, or FM via the FM transmitter. Cannot set notifications. I don't want that. Setup was a hassle because I was transferring service from my old radio to this one here, and when I got the radio and I turned it on and I went to the settings here, the radio ID, which is right here, it was totally different than what it is now. And when I gave the lady that radio ID number and she sent a refresh signal, the radio still wasn't activated. I may have waited maybe about 5 minutes, still didn't go through. Then I called back, and when I gave him the radio ID again, it had changed to what was on there. The radio ID that's on there is the same that's on the back of the radio here. But the first ID that was on there is not the same ID that's on the back. So I should have gave them the one on the back. But it took me maybe about 45 minutes of going back and forth with customer service. Then they transferred me to tech support. But all in all, it was like 45 minutes. I finally got the radio activated. Or actually, my services switched over from one radio to the other one. But I think if you start off fresh as a new subscriber, you shouldn't have any issues with it. But overall, it is a good radio. I just don't like the startup process. It's so slow. And then the notification that you get when the Wi-Fi is turned off, you know, telling you that there's no Wi-Fi connection, you know, we know that. So what? You know, that's why we turned it off. But let me see. And then when I turn this, if I turn the hotspot off on here, turn that off, and you'll see the microphone go away. There it is, just went away. What the hotspot does, it enables what are those channels called? I think it's All Access, I think it is. All Extra, that's what it is. Those are the online only channels that SiriusXM has to offer, that you can get with your phone only or via computer. You cannot get it with the satellite radio via the satellite antenna. This radio here, you can get the antenna channels plus the online channels as long as you're connected via hotspot. You can use the hotspot on your phone, but I don't want to kill my battery or use my data. So I go ahead and get this Straight Talk hotspot from Walmart, and just paid like $15 for what is it, like 2 gigs of data, maybe 3 gigs of data, something like that. If you go in the store, 2 or 3 gigs, I think I want to say it's 2 gigs. 2 gigs of data in the store is going to cost you $20. I just do mine online, activate online, and I get 2 gigs of data for 15, so I save $5. Plus, I don't need to take a trip to the store unless I have to. But yeah, overall, it is a good radio. I love it. I want to love it even more if they can boost the speed on this during the startup process, and take that notification off, because it's very annoying, you know. because I'm not going to have my hotspot on all the time. I only turn it on when I want to access those online channels, and that's all I use it for. But other than that, you know, I'm just listening to regular antenna channels. The features on here, you know, like there you go, it's got Pandora stations, so you could set like a favorite, like for example, like this one here is related. Let's go to, let me see, I click on that, go to a channel. So let's say I want to go to channel 9, so Stone Temple Pilots. So let's say that's related, I like that. And it gives me like these are the channels that are similar to that. I could do all available shows. So if I want to do that, I'll click right there. It'll load YouTube. If I like it, I'll hit related on that as well. Let's see, is it playing? Yeah, it's playing. So you can pause live radio, play it. And you don't need the hotspot for this. You know, that's automatically in the radio itself. Rewind back to the beginning. Well, not on this station here, but like some of my other channels. Let's say like channel 8. I might be able to rewind back to the beginning. So there it is, Def Leppard. So that one didn't. I think there's it's like a little icon around here that pops up, lets you know that that you can rewind. Let me see. Say 9. Yeah, that one, they rewound to the beginning. And you can go to the last channel by clicking on that. It may look like I have to double tap this, but when I tap on it, you know, I'm really hitting like somewhere down here. You got to hit it precisely on the spot. Yeah, so this is just my little info on this radio here, you know, because when you look online, they don't tell you the complete, you know, startup, you know, how slow it is. They just want to say, oh yeah, it's a great radio, blah blah blah, this and that, this and that. But I just want you guys to see firsthand how slow it is at the startup. That may be annoying to you. You know, you may not want to upgrade because of that. You may want to wait until they speed it up. It may speed up, it may not ever speed up. It does do updates, but you have to be connected via Wi-Fi. Right here, software update. I cannot click check because I'm not connected to Wi-Fi. So you have to be on Wi-Fi in order to check for updates. And again, let me go ahead and turn Wi-Fi off. I only turn that on when I want to watch them, when I want to listen to the other channels. But yeah, there you go. It's the SiriusXm Tour 360L. All right, hope this information helps you.